And hey, everybody, happy Friday. So, in my usual way, I'm going to keep it bright. I'm going to keep it brief, and then I'm going to be gone because I know you want to get on and hit these Fridays hard, finish the week strong, and really get some action going in your business. But I really wanted to address today the issues of overwhelm, frustration, confusion. Now, the thing is, if you're going through any of these, it basically means you're a badass. Okay. And the reason that is because you are growing. These are all growing pains. And unfortunately, it's all got a very bad rep over the last, however long, people seeing these as obstacles, as bad things that are happening to you, that if you're confused about something, there seems to be this message that you're stupid, and it's nothing to do with that. Confusion simply means you're about to work something out. You're about to learn something new. Confusion's a good thing. And the thing is, we kind of put these labels on these feelings. And we need to really address how we frame them and what they really mean, and the fact that they are actually just showing that you are in a state of growth and of progression, and that you're not staying still. Now, even if you're not experiencing any of these things, you're probably, maybe you're in that nice past, you've just overcome something. That's probably where you stop, for a limited amount of time experiencing, because you've just overcome something. And you're just like, yeah, I've worked it out. Things are working, things are moving forward. But it won't be long until you suddenly, you get up there and you think, right, now you've got to move on to the next thing, because in this business, we have to keep growing. We have to keep learning. It's all part of it. It's a very, very dynamic marketplace. There's always new things to learn. And if we want to get out there and improve ourselves and stay ahead of the game, then we have to carry on growing with it. So, a lot of people do sort of attribute a lot of stress to these things, and we can get very stressed, oh, I'm frustrated, why aren't I making as much money as that person over there? And actually, that's probably a very good question. Why don't we address that? Why aren't you making as much money as that person over there? What you should be doing is thinking about what is causing that frustration and actually saying, okay, so what is that person doing that I'm not doing? Or, what am I doing that they're not doing that might be creating, this kind of friction in my business that's stopping me from making progress or having the same success that they're having? Maybe the answer is to reach out and ask. Maybe the answer is to look on their Facebook wall. I did exactly that this morning. I thought, what is Keisha Bass doing? I watched Misha's live, and he raved about Keisha's webinar. Right, what's Keisha Bass doing? I need to go and check it out. And sure enough, I logged in. As soon as I sat down, first thing I did was I watched her webinar. I made notes. I screen captured her slides so I could basically, remember what she's put, and just to really jog my own memory. This is how we grow. So if you are experiencing this frustration, then absolutely go and check things out. What's working. I actually did a live the other day about really focusing on the right things in your business. We can spend a lot of time focusing on the wrong stuff. And at the end of the day, you want to focus on the things that are moving your business forward, or that they are some kind of asset in your business, or they have some kind of legacy that's going to carry on, like a website. A website you don't 100% need, you can manage without, but I'm not going to waste my time creating, or starting from scratch with a website. And if you're not technically minded, outsource it. Yeah, it'll cost you around 150, $200 to get that website sorted for you. But honestly, your time is more precious. It would have taken me weeks and weeks and weeks to figure that stuff out. And that's not a good use of my time. So I want you to think about these things. Now, things that are worth your time is learning new skills that are going to move your business forward. Okay, so time you spend learning, as long as you're not stuck in learning mode, it's always good to portion out your day. Perhaps, if you're, I'm in the middle of learning Facebook ads. I'm doing a Facebook ad campaign, but I break it down. I do about a couple of hours of learning a day when I'm on an intensive course. And I actually put into practice straight away the things that I'm learning, because that is the quickest way it's going to go in between my ears. So for me, you know, I'm learning by doing as well as, you know, watching and absorbing. And, you know, I would advise anyone to do that. But the other skills you should really look at, you know, that you really need to get concrete in your business. There's two I would say are really, really crucial. And I know one of these is not for everybody, and that is video. We've talked about this 100 times, but you know, if you can get out there, if you can put your videos out there, if you can get confident on video. Someone messaged me and said, but I'm really shy and I don't have any confidence. I had to turn around and say, I'm really sorry, but I was exactly the same. And you know what I did? I just got on and did it. And that's how I've got to where I am now. So I do really, really preach, and you know I always do, you know, get out there, start getting comfortable doing video, because it's the only way to get confident and comfortable is to do it. You know, we talk about stepping out of your comfort zone. All that is basically learning to do something new, isn't it? It's acquiring a new skill when you step out of your comfort zone. And when you frame it like that, it's sort of, okay, maybe that's not quite so scary. You know, I think maybe the comfort zone thing might be overused a little bit, but when we're doing that, we're actually learning something new. I mean, for me personally, I'm beginning to think about outsourcing a little bit more to a VA, because I'm finding myself more and more, you know, inundated with minutiae. And I'm really like, oh, this is quite scary. What am I going to do? How am I going to show them? How do I find a good VA? You know, so all this stuff is going on with me right now. So you're not alone. You know, in fact, I would say the higher up the leadership pole you go, basically you're learning a lot more new skills, because I'm trying to stay ahead of my team so that I can help them progress. And that in itself is quite a big undertaking, and that in itself can feel quite uncomfortable at times, you know. So you've really got to get over yourself that the stepping out of the comfort zone is a big thing. You're just going to learn something new. It's just something you don't know yet, you know. And I know once I've got it, you know, at least I can then nail it down. I could probably do a video on it. I can help other people to do it, you know. And you've really got to think of these things as building your knowledge base. It's something you can pass on to somebody else, you know. And when you think of overwhelm, and yes, we all go through it, and I always give the same advice. If you're going through that moment of overwhelm, the best thing you can do is step away, take a break, 2 hours, 2 days, 2 weeks, whatever you need. Probably not 2 weeks, it might be a little bit too much, but you know, when that stuff gets on top of you, the best thing you can do is step back and just not think about it. Actually, don't give it any attention whatsoever, because I'll tell you what, the solutions will start to come through to you. You'll feel more relaxed about it. You know, I think we get very, very on edge, but when you're overwhelmed, you're right on a breakthrough. You are just so close. You're so close to, you know, the next level of your business. And this is what it's all about. It's about leveling up each time, and you're leveling up your knowledge. You're leveling up your confidence, your experience, you know, and all this stuff you can actually pass on to your team. So it really isn't something to, you know, be afraid of. And, you know, we all experience this stuff. We all have confusion. So confusion is learning something new. Frustration is just telling you probably need to look somewhere else for an answer. You know, start actually asking the right questions. You know, instead of getting upset and annoyed, saying, how can I resolve this? What do I need to learn? What new skill do I need to you know, take me to the next level so that I can do the things I want to do? You know, and sometimes it is quite simply emulating somebody else. Now, I know Rebecca Reed. You all know Rebecca. She's one of our lovely coaches. I interviewed her a couple of weeks ago, and she actually told me, and I didn't know this, she was stalking me for months, apparently. She never spoke to me, but she was just stalking my profile. And sorry, Rebecca, I hope you don't mind me sharing this. We've become very good friends now, but she said she completely resonated with my message, because we're both mums, we both got little boys. And she just said, right, what is Karen doing? How is she getting success? And she looked at what I was doing on Facebook, because I've never made a secret that I've done most of my, had a lot of success just using my Facebook profile. And she just started not copying directly, but basically modeling herself on what I was doing. And guess what happened? Look at her success. She's had a lot of pro sales come through. And now with the Facebook, it's what I teach. I've taught it before. It's, you can use your Facebook tribe and you can get a lot of traction there. And guys, if any of you are watching this on the live, or if any of you are watching this on Zoom and you haven't seen my Facebook success formula, just message me. I'll send it to you, because it will really help you get your profile to the next level, start getting business on your profile, because it really helps you leverage those solo ads. Okay, solo ads give you quick results. They give you leads, they give you sales very, very quickly. And that is very appealing to people who are struggling to get leads and sales on Facebook. So just bear that one in mind. I did touch on, where you should be spending time in your business. And I did mention about creating assets. I did talk about websites, but actually, and video, of course, but actually something I think is actually pivotal in your business, and that is learning copywriting skills. And it is something that we can all do, believe it or not. You just got to let your true self come out in those words. I think people really, really overthink this. And it's the one thing that we have to practice over and over again. I've actually done a copywriting course. I know we get taught a lot in the boot camp, but I did a separate copywriting course because I really wanted to sharpen up those skills. And for those of you who joined the Super Affiliate Network quite early on, we had the soap opera series, and I think that's now been superseded by the Gain, Fear, Logic, but it's the same sort of principle, that you're telling a story basically, and storytelling is incredibly powerful. And one of the copywriting skills, I'm actually writing a whole autoresponder series. It's taken me a lot of time. There's a lot of, and when you do Maui, you'll understand this stuff, open loops. So you've got people waiting to find out what's going to happen 3 or 4 emails down the line. So it keeps them reading your emails. Now, this is taking me time, but the way I see it, it's an asset for my business. Yes, I will go back and I will tweak it. But, if I spend, a couple of months writing this thing out, it's going to run for years and years and years. And, apart from the odd tweak, it's well worth investing my time in. We hear Misha talk about imperfect action all the time, and too many people get stuck on the minutia and worry about the minutia and get overwhelmed by the minutia. And sometimes it's needless. Sometimes you just got to say, it's fine as it is. I'll just chuck it out there, see what comes back. And you never know, you could have your most successful email, So I just wanted to really throw those things out to you. Wherever you are in your journey, you're further than you were, a month ago. You're further than you were 2 months ago. You're further than you were a year ago. We've got Mark on the call here. He's only just started, so he knows what I'm talking about when I'm talking about overwhelm. He's come from a network marketing background, and the whole online world is completely new to him. But do you know what? He's doing it. He's working through that boot camp. He's getting his autoresponders set up. He's tuning into the webinars. He's coming, I've got my own group where I do my own lives with some other people I work with as well. And, he's getting his skill set together. And Mark, this is a legacy. This is an asset for you, because it's all up here. You're building your knowledge base basically, and that will serve you for years to come. And everything you're going to do moving forward, it's not going to be a waste. This is going to be useful to you for years to come, no matter what business you're in basically. So you've really got to think, when you have these emotions, a lot of people want to throw in the towel. They want to quit. They think they're being silly. They think that other people can do this, but I can't do this. It's not the case at all. We've all had to go through it, some at different levels than others. We've all had to struggle with it. And really the message I want to give to you is, don't give up. This just shows you're getting it right. Believe it or not, it just shows you're on the right path. You're on growth, you know, you're in growth, and you will have those breakthroughs. It will come. Just don't give up, be persistent. And if you need a break, take one and then come back to it. And I promise you, you will get there. And also, you know, we have this awesome community. Reach out. If you really are stuck and you think, I don't know how to answer this, I don't know how to overcome this, just put a little SOS in the group. Someone will help you. I absolutely guarantee it. We have a fabulous community here. If I see it, I would reach out to you, but we have so many people, so many time zones, you know, someone will reach out and give you support, give you help, because sometimes all you need is, you can do this. That's all you need to hear is, you can do this. You got this, and you're a badass. And yeah, so that's it from me today. That's my little message for Friday. So, you know, if you're going through any of that stuff, guys, it's so natural. And I'm not joking. The last couple of weeks for me have been absolutely horrendous. I've been going through the same thing myself. But now I know this stuff. Now I know it's a part of growth. Now I know that it means I'm going to have a breakthrough. It doesn't seem as scary. It doesn't seem as hopeless. You know, it just makes me feel even more persistent and know. Mary's just held, I know you can't see this because you just got my face, but Mary's just held up her phone and she's got, You Are a Badass. I have that book, Mary, as well. It's on my bookshelf. So guys, have a great weekend. Much love from me. And like I say, don't get stuck. Ask the questions. There's no such thing as a silly question, because actually by you placing that question into the group, you will be helping so many people that you don't know about because they're too scared to place the question. So please do it. It's the best place for any inquiries is in the group. Let the community help you. Let people in, start connecting, and it will be awesome. And you're going to enjoy this journey far more.